In today's video, we're gonna go over some very interesting new Blender add-ons and updates that took place during this week. Add-ons for creating decals, shading and textures, animation, and more. And this one is special because there are lots of interesting goodies in this one. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. We're gonna start with Easy Decals from Tab, a popular developer in the Blender community. So this add-on is great if you need to quickly slap stickers, labels, or any image onto a model. This add-on is essentially a revamped version of the popular Stampede add-on, so it was enhanced for the process of adding realistic decals in Blender. As you can see, you can place, scale, and rotate images directly onto your 3D models with easy and straightforward click and drag controls, without fiddling around with UVs. And if you ask me, I would say this is a lifesaver. It even supports procedural damage effects and layered decals for more professional and weathered looks. And I bet lots of you guys need that. So as you might have expected, Easy Decals makes texturing with images super straightforward. Just choose an image and click to apply it as a decal anywhere you want. The next add-on is impressive too. It is called Shader Shaper, which is a new add-on that makes creating high-quality materials a breeze. Let me explain. The secret is that it generates missing texture maps like bump, normal, depth, and so on from an input image and automatically plugs them into your shader setup. A very beautiful feature is that the generated maps are tileable, so you can repeat textures without the ugly seams. You know what I'm talking about. A trick even more advanced AI tools can struggle with. And the developer even compares the results, from his add-on, to AI-generated results, so you can see for yourself. The add-on also comes with extra things, like GPU acceleration and tools for cleaning up AI-generated textures. Distortion removal, flattening surfaces, seam smoothing, and so on, to ensure your materials look realistic in any engine. So I think, if you want a quick, intelligent way to add lots of detail and realism to your Blender materials, this add-on is the way to go. And by the way, these two add-ons I just mentioned are really popular in the last couple of days, and that's for a reason. And hopefully they will get even better with the next updates. Talking about updates, we have a Claydoh update. If you don't know what Claydoh is, I would say you are missing out. It is basically like having a digital clay workshop inside Blender. So it provides realistic clay shaders and modeling tools that come with imperfections like fingerprints, cracks, and so on, which allows your models to have that handmade stop-motion feel. The material is built on Blender's principled shader, so it is physically accurate and works with any lighting, and you don't even need UVs or texture painting to get that clay look. Now with the update itself, the latest Claydoh update supercharged this add-on with new goodies. First of all, there is a pottery tool for wheel-thrown shapes, in addition to a clay text tool to turn text into clay, and fun eye assets for characters, and a bunch of new clay presets. So I would say this add-on is great if you want to sculpt, shade, and animate your characters in a clay-like style. Talking about updates, Tree Vegetation also got an update in version 6. Tree Vegetation, as you may know, is a great add-on for environment artists, or even architects and designers. Basically, it is a huge library of trees, plants, and shrubs that you can add to your scene. It comes with a ton of photorealistic diverse plants, from garden hedges to tropical palms, and they are all set up with PBR materials and ready for Blender cycles or Eevee. A very interesting feature of the add-on is its 4-season system, so you can instantly switch any tree or plant between summer, autumn, winter, and spring variants, while changing everything involved, like the textures, branches, snow, you name it. In addition to the vegetation assets being animated. But the most important thing here is the latest version, version 6, which also adds handy tools like ground snapping to automatically plant trees on terrains, and random season function to give each tree a subtle variation, which is great for non-uniform forests. Another interesting add-on in this week is called Smart Mesh Toolkit, which is all about speeding up your modeling workflow with smart, context-aware tools. But what does that mean? First of all, it introduces a unified hotkey, which is Y by default. This brings up special editing panel depending on what you have selected. For example, if you have a primitive mesh, like a cube or a cylinder, the tool lets you adjust its creation parameters, like segments, radius, depth, etc. And you can do that on the fly, even long after the object was created. And I personally think this is really convenient. You get real-time interaction feedback while tweaking, and nothing is applied until you confirm, so you can experiment non-destructively. The toolkit also includes a target merge tool that makes welding vertices together much more intuitive. And in the edit mode, you can press Y and simply click on the vertices to merge them. You can even select multiple vertices and merge them to a specific target, or merge the center of all selected points. It even works across different objects in multi-edit, which by default Blender can do. This is actually inspired by Maya's target weld, which is also found in Max, so the add-on brings that convenience into Blender. Revolve Mesh Looper, on the other hand, is an add-on for anyone who needs looping animations, especially for things like cloth or fluid simulations. It can take an animated mesh, say a waving flag, a flowing cloth sim, a soft body jiggle, or even noise-based deformations, and automatically turn it into a seamlessly looping animation. You don't even have to manually tweak curves or fiddle with Blender frames. You see, the add-on handles the complex stuff under the hood and outputs a perfect loop for you. Impressively enough, it works not just with Blender's native simulations, but also with cached animations from external software. For example, you can loop a cloth animation imported from Marvelous Designer. You have control over loop length too. You can, for example, make it longer for a more subtle, natural cycle, or shorter for a snappier loop, depending on your needs, of course. Last but not least, we have Pixie Pivot, which makes pivot point juggling way easier. This add-on is inspired by the pivot workflows in Max and Maya, and it basically supercharges Blender's 3D cursor to let you reposition your object gizmos and origins in a snap. With this add-on, you can interactively set a custom pivot point, and you can do that anywhere, and align your transform gizmo to a specific face or as normal, for instance, which is great for precisely orienting objects or modeling at odd angles. You can even drag your pivot to an element on the fly without losing your current selection, so you don't have to constantly switch between tools. The add-on also lets you snap pivots to use for references, like the object's bounding box center or corners, and supports using multiple reference points for very precise alignment, up to 3 points. Beyond adjusting gizmos, the add-on can apply these custom pivot positions or rotations as the object's origin too, which is incredibly handy for rigging or physics setups. And there you have it, guys. If you are interested in these add-ons, you will find all the necessary links in the description. I hope you guys found this video useful and informative. If you did, let's give it a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to the channel to receive more videos like this. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.